All right, Larry, another situation, possible dangerous situation with electrical outlets, but this time we're focusing on the heater itself.
Yeah, Russell, we had just experienced one of the deadliest winters for fires in the United States, and one of the leading causes was using of secondary heat sources. Space heaters, fireplaces, wood-burning stoves, things like that can be a big problem for residences, to experience a fire. Now, in the scenario we've created here, we have a space heater. The problem that we have is the heat source is too close to an upholstered fabric. Curtains, fabrics, anything that could ignite from the heat itself. We want to make sure you observe some safety precautions, 3 feet of clearance around any heat source. When you buy these devices, look for safety features, maybe a tip-over function so that it would shut off. Look for things like an overheat function. If it gets too hot, it'll shut itself off as well. But like I said, we've created a scenario here. We want to show how these things can progress. The big problem we have is things left unattended. Okay, people turn these heaters on, they go to bed, and it takes a while for this to to build up the heat to the point that it can actually ignite a fire. But while you're asleep, that's certainly capable of happening. So we're going to let this go for a little bit, and we'll come back and check on it and see what happens.
All right, sounds good. Okay, Larry, obviously we got some pretty big flames here. What goes on from here?
Okay, Russell, understanding that this could take hours for it to develop, unattended heat source. At this point, you come in, you discover a fire like this, you don't want to try to put it out yourself. You need to pull out, we need to get the fire department on the way, call 911, get them over here. But right now, I think it's a good idea for me and you to get out there. Let's let the fire guys come in and take care of this.
So we showed you how a fire can start while you're cooking inside the kitchen. Now we're going to talk about some of the dangers of cooking outside, Billy.
Right. Grill fires actually cause about 4,000 to 6,000 structural fires a year in the United States. And one reason why we're seeing this is that people are cooking too close to the structure. Maybe they're cooking over an overhang as you're here today. Maybe it's raining a little bit. They try to light their grill underneath that. Or they're cooking on a deck. And all those are combustible areas. So the Fire Bureau in Rural Metro says you got to get this at least 10 feet away from the structure. The other problem is that if it's a gas grill, you don't want to fight a gas grill fire. If you have a leak in a hose that catches that on fire, that's a dangerous situation. You want to back away and call 911.
Okay, and what is a mistake people make with grilling out with fires?
Right. Basically, what we're holding today, this is the wrong way to stoke a barbecue fire, and we see it all the time. Someone actually approaches a fire with this. They feel like it's dying down, as this one is, and they actually want to relight the fire with lighter fluid. And we'll go ahead and show you how bad a mistake that is right now. You ready?
All right. Yeah.
As you can see, just a couple of that sprays, and that can really do some damage. And we'll show you just simply by adding lighter fluid to something like this, the dangers of someone actually approaching that and actually being burned. And in a little while, we'll actually see this work its way up in that overhang.
And the wind can really play a factor.
Oh, sure. You saw how that fire just came right on top of us.
Okay, you can see the fire has now gone to the overhang, and at this point, Billy, what do you do?
Right, at this point, it's call 911 and activate the fire department immediately. There's no sense to even try to extinguish a fire like this. What happens is if this fire goes unintended and you go inside and you get distracted and you had actually fire that was progressing too close to combustible, within minutes this fire is actually going to travel into the attic space, and this is going to be a full house fire.
So this is what can happen if you leave a grill unattended for a while.
Exactly. If you walk away from a grill while you're cooking, this is exactly what could happen.